In the question paper, you have to answer any 3 questions out of 5. So theory will also come. No condition should be football. You must have a white shirt. You must have a white pant. You must have a black shirt. No condition is there. 36,000 minus 3,600 is 32,400. 20,000 minus 1,000 is 19,000. So all depends upon the nominal account. So we have to prepare the 3 accounts. Hello my dear student. I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam. Called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand Financial Accounting 1 Session 2 in favor of BBA first semester. I am going to solve model question paper. In the last session, I solved 15 marks. Today, I am going to solve 10 marks question. In the question paper, you have to answer any 3 questions out of 5. So theory will also come, but to go with the problem. In the first session A, you have got 4 questions, 1 theory, 3 problem. You have to answer any 2. In the section C, section B, you have to answer any 3 out of 5. 3 practical, 2 theory will come. Section C, only theory will come. Now, this session, I am going to deal about 10 marks question. We'll move on to problem now. So question number 1, define a bill of exchange and features. Here, what is actually bill of exchange mean? When the seller wants to sell the article, so when the buyer wants to buy the article, there are 2 parties. One must pay seller, another must pay buyer. Seller is called the drawer here because he is writing the bill. Drawee is called, there are 2 parties. One is called the seller, another is called the buyer. Seller is called the drawer, the buyer is called the drawee. So seller will raise the bill and the bill is gone through by the drawee, that is a purchaser. If everything is correct, he will accept the bill and given back to seller. There is a procedure. So bills of exchange mean a bill will be exchanged between the 2 parties, seller and the buyer. Seller is called the drawer who raised the bill. The buyer is called the drawee, one who accepts the bill. We'll move on to this now. According to Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, it is defined as an instrument in writing, it should be in writing, containing an unconditional order signed by the maker. Maker means who is making the bill, the seller will make a bill, directing a certain person to a certain sum of money. He has to pay a certain sum of money to the order of the certain person. Either you pay to me, when I order some person, the money should be paid to that particular person or to the bearer of the instrument. Who brings that particular letter, you pay me. It is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order to pay the money signed by the maker, directing a certain person. Either you pay to me or the man who instructed, you pay to him, or the man who brings that letter, the instrument, you have to pay to him. The also Negotiable Instrument 1818 Act says. So what is the features are? It must be in writing. No oral is necessary. It must be in writing. It is not request, it is an order of pay. So it is not requesting a person. They say you must pay means you must pay only order is there. Signed by the drawer, it should be signed by the drawer. Drawer is nothing but the seller. For the payment of money only. So here consider only money, not any other thing. Only money will be considered. Money must be certain. 6,000 means 6,000 only. 7,000 means 7,000 only. 10,000 means 10,000 only. It must be unconditional. No condition should be put forth. You must have a white shirt. You must have a white pant. You must have a black shirt. No condition is there. Directing a certain person whom you are writing, the person should be certain. Person must be certain, and directing the only persons are there. So these are all the feature which is very, very important. So they will ask the question now for 10 marks is considered. We will move on to next one. Here it goes with a depreciation. So what is a depreciation? Depreciation is nothing but continuous fall in the value of the asset. It is a continuous fall in the value of the asset. There are 2 types of depreciation. One is called what's called fixed installment method, that is called the straight line method. Another is called the written down value method or reducing balance method. If the cost of the set is 10,000, today it's valuing rupees 8,000. How much has come down? 2,000, which is considered as a depreciation. So fall in the value of an asset is called depreciation. There are two types of depreciation. One is called fixed installment method or straight line method. Second one is reducing balance method is considered. We'll go with the problem. A firm purchased a machinery for rupees 40,000 on 1/4/2015. It purchased additional machinery on 1/10/2016 for rupees 20,000. On 1/4/2017, it sold the second machinery. The second machinery has been sold for rupees 18,000. Write up the machinery account and depreciation account for 3 years by rating of depreciation at 10% per annum on written down value method. Means on the outstanding balance, accounts are closed on 31st March every year is there. So we'll move with the problem now. Machinery, we purchased them. When the machinery is purchased, entry machinery account data to bank account. What's the value? 1/4/2015. Year ends on 31st March 2016. 1 year by division on 40,000. 10% is 4,000. The balance available at the end of the year is 36,000. So what's your opening balance? 40,000 by division 4,000. The balance available is 36,000. You brought down the 36,000 for next month. 1/4/2016. Two balance is 36,000. Same year 1/10/2000. Another machinery is purchased. Two bank account purchase. How much? 20,000. What's the entry? Machinery account data to bank account. So this is going to remain for 1 year. On 36,000, 10% is 3,600. On it purchase on which date? 1/10. Year end on 31st March. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. How many months it is going to remain? 6 months. 20,000, 10 by 100 into 6 by 12 is 1,000 is there. So totally we have got 56,000. Out of that 4,600 gone means it is nothing but 51,000 for 6 plus 4, 10, 1 plus 3, 4 plus 1, 5, 1 plus 5, 6. It is 1,600, 3,600. This is 56,000 minus 51,400 is the difference. Brought down the 51,000, how it will be? 36,000 minus 3,600 is 32,400. 20,000 minus 1,000 is 19,000. If we add both, it will be 51. So two machineries there. First machine, old machinery, how much? 36,000 minus 3,600 is 32,400. 20,000 minus 1,000 is 9. This second machinery has been sold. So 19. So what's the value? 19,000. It has been sold for how much money? 18,000. And at a loss of 1,000. What's the value? 19,000. Sold for how much money? 18,000. How much a loss suffered? 1,000. Another machinery is how much? 32,400. On the 10% is 3,240. Another machinery is purchased on 1/4/2017 is there. No? Here 1/4, how much is there? 18,000. On the 10% of 80, on 31/3/2018 means it is going to remain for 1 year. So on 18,000, 10% is 1,800. Remaining balance is 45,360. I will repeat, you have to do for how many years? 3 years. 10 marks question, 3 years you have to prepare. Machinery account data to bank account. Here depreciation account data to machinery account. First year how much? 4,000. Brought down here 36,000. This year another machine is purchased for how much money? 20,000. By depreciation 3,600. This is going to remain for 6 months. It is 1,000. Balance is 51,400. Brought down 36,000 minus 3,600 is 32,400. 20,000 minus 1,000 is 19,000. This is going to be sold on 1/4 by bank sale. 18,000 at a loss of rupees 1,000. Second machinery purchase 18,000 here. Here 32,400 is going to remain for 1 year. 10% of this is 3,240. Another machine is how much? 18,000. 10% is 1,800. Out of 69,400, balance is 45,360 is the closing balance. If we prepare the depreciation account, the entry is depreciation account data to machinery account, which can be transferred to profit and loss account. Second year, what's the value of the depreciation? If you see that, second year depreciation is how much? 3,600 plus 1,000, 4,600 is there totally, which can be transferred by profit and loss account. Last year depreciation how much? Here 3,240 plus 1,800 is there, no? This is 3,005. So your total amount is 5,040, which can be transferred to profit and loss account. First year depreciation account data to machinery account 4,000. That year it has been transferred to P&L account. Depreciation account machinery, total depreciation of that year is 4,600, which has been transferred to profit and loss account. Next year, depreciation account data to machinery account 5,040, which has been transferred to profit and loss account. 10 marks question, very easy. Within 10 minutes, we can solve this problem. So I think understand, no? Depreciation account data to machinery account. It can be profit and loss account, data auto depreciation account. The total depreciation of second year is 4,600, which can be transferred to profit and loss account. In the third year, depreciation is how much? 5,040, which can be transferred to profit and loss account. Then move on, 10 marks. Now, in exam, no, they say to classify the following accounts under English system. So there are three types of account. One is called personal, real, and nominal accounts are called. Which are the three accounts? Personal, real, nominal accounts are there. A personal account is one which deals the accounts of person. A real account is one which deals the accounts of property. A nominal account is one which deals the accounts of profit or losses. So the example, personal account, Rama's account, Chandra's account, even the bank is also called personal account. A real account is one which deals the accounts of property. Which are the properties are? We can say land, building, machinery, furniture, cash, all properties are called real account. A nominal account is one which shows the income side expenses, debit the losses, credit the gain. So rent paid is an expenditure also come, rent received also come, discount allowed also come, printing and stationery has come. Now in examination, they will keep 10 marks and you have to classify. So first, what is the first one? Furniture. It's a real account. 1 mark. Then cash, real account. You must classify this. First is furniture is an asset, real account. Cash as a real account. Kumar, name, personal account. Rent. When you say rent paid or received, nominal account. Then salary, nominal account. Sales is a goods, no? It's a real account. Then capital, personal account. Then purchase these goods, real account. Then drawing, purely personal, is called personal account. Then interest is a interest in expenditure item, it is a nominal account. Then bank is a personal account. Only bank means it may be Canara Bank, State Bank of Mysore, some. It is called personal account. Outstanding commission. In our accounts, any prepaid, any outstanding belongs to somebody. It is called personal account. 10 marks. You have to bifurcate. Furniture is a real account. Cash is a real account. Kumar is a personal account. Rent is a nominal account. Salary is a nominal account. Sales is a real account. Capital is a personal account. Purchase means goods is a real account. Drawing is a personal account. Interest is a nominal account. Bank means somebody's name. It's a personal account. Outstanding commission belongs to somebody. It is called personal account. 10 marks for this. Hope this is a very easy system. You have to make an English system. Personal, real, and nominal account. You have to bifurcate. Now we'll move on to next one. Hope this is very easy for you. 10 marks question. Now you have to generalize, you have to solve any three problems, you have to generalize the following transaction of Mr. Ganesh. So you must understand though, there are three principles are there: personal, real and nominal. What are their principles are? A personal account principle, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account principle, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account principle, debit all expenses and losses, credit all gains and income. Which are the three principles are? One is personal account, real account and nominal account. Regarding the personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Regarding the real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account principle, debit all expenses and losses, credit all gains and income. We'll move with this principle here. Journalize the following trans in the books of Mr. So he commenced the business with cash rupees 30. He introduced into the business. Who is the receiver? Business is the receiver. What we receiving? Cash. Cash is coming in. Cash comes under real account. What the real account says? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. What is coming in cash? That should be debited. Who contribute? Mr. Ganesh. His account should be credited. Ganesh is a personal account. Commencement means here. Commenced business means capital. So what is coming in? Cash. Cash should be debited. Who commenced? Ganesh is a personal account. Debit the receiver. Who is the giver? Ganesh's account should be credited. What's the entry? Cash account data to Ganesh capital account. What's the entry? Cash account data to Ganesh capital account. Which date? January 1st, 1/1/2018. What is coming in? Cash is coming in. Cash account data. How much cash is coming in? 32,000 to Ganesh capital. Credit side 32,000. Being business commenced. Being business commenced. So what's the entry? Cash account data to Ganesh capital account. How much? 32,000. We'll go in the second entry. This is over. Bought goods from Kiran. Name is there. What is coming in goods? From whom it is coming in? Kiran. Kiran is a personal account. What the personal account says? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. His account should be credited. What is coming in? Bought goods. Goods is coming in to the worth of how much? 10,000. Instead of goods, we write purchases on 4th. Purchases account data. Purchases account data. What's the value? 10,000. 2. From whom you received? To Kiran account.
10,000.
Being goods purchased. So 4th is over. This over. Then sold goods for cash. We are selling the goods for cash. Goods is going out. How much cash is coming in? 18,000. On which date? 6th. So cash account data. What's the value? 18,000. To sales account. 18,000. Being goods sold. So 6th over. This is over. See that purchased good for cash rupees 8,000. Goods is coming in, cash is going out. Both are real account. what the real account says, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. On which date? It is on 8th. How much goods is coming in? 8,000. Purchases account debtor 8,000 to cash account 8,000. Narration: being the goods purchased, not necessary, being the goods purchased for cash. That is on 8th, being goods purchased. Eighth entry is over. Then on 10th, purchased goods from Vinod 20,000 and he allowed a discount of rupees 8. We purchased the goods. What is coming in? When the goods is coming in, purchases, what's the value of coming in? 20,000. He allowed a discount of rupees 800. So we purchased from whom? Vinod. What is coming in? Totally, we 20,000. He allowed a discount, we said. Here, the question is, we purchase the goods from Vinod. From whom you are purchasing? Vinod. Who is the giver? Vinod. His account should be created. So, how much is purchased now? 20,000. And he allowed a discount of rupees 8,000. So, when he allowed the discount, no, it is a gain now. So, purchase is actually 20,800. How much you have to pay? 820 here now. I'll show you. On 10th, purchases account debtor. What's the total amount? From 20,000 and he allowed a discount of rupees 800 means totally 20,800 to Vinod. Credit side, it is 20,800. To Vinod, credit side 20,000. To discount, he allowed a discount. It is again to us 800 rupees. So, purchases account data totally how much? 20,800. From whom we purchased? We know this reason. To Vinod, how much you have to pay? 20,000. He allowed a discount means it is a discount is again how much money? 800. What is the total value of the goods? 20,800. How much you have to pay? 20,000. How much discount? 800. Being goods purchased. This is on. Totally what's the value? 20,800. From whom you purchase? We know 20,000. How much discount we receive? He allowed means we received how much? 800. Discount is in Lambil account. Debit the losses, credit the gain. Then this is over 10th. On 12th, sold goods to Mahesh rupees 20. We sold goods to Mahesh. Goods is going out. Who is the receiver? Mahesh. Mahesh is the personal account. Debit the receiver. Credit the giver. Who is the receiver? Mahesh. What is going out? Goods should be credited. Who is the receiver? Mahesh. His account should be debited. What's the date? On 12th. 12/1. Mahesh account debtor. What's the value? Mahesh sold goods 24,000. 24,000 to sales account 24,000. Being goods sold to Mahesh. Okay. So Mahesh become the debtor. We sold goods to Mahesh. How much? 24,000. He has to pay how much? 24,000. Mahesh is a personal account. Debit the receiver. Goods is going out. So this over. On 14th, return goods to Vinod. We return goods to Vinod. So here another entry is there now. We purchase from Vinod. We return goods to Vinod. What's the date? Return goods to Vinod 14. So goods is going, we return goods to whom? Vinod. Who is the receiver? Vinod account. Vinod account debtor. What's the value? Return goods 4,000. Two, purchases return. $4,000. Being goods returned. $14th over. Then 16th, Mahesh returned goods to us. Means sale return. Who is returning? Mahesh. How much? 1,500 on 16th. 16.1. Sales return account debtor. Sales return account debtor. Who returned? Mahesh. Sales return account debtor. Here somewhere Mahesh is there. Here no, Ganesh, Kiran, sales, cash. Bought goods from Kiran, so purchase goods, no, purchase goods here. Sold goods to Mahesh on 12th is there, no? See the 12th entry. Mahesh account debtor to sales account. We made the sale. Goods have been returned from Mahesh. Means sales return account debtor. How much? 1,500. Who returned? To Mahesh. 1,500. Being goods returned. This is on 16th. Then on 18th, cash received from Mahesh. So cash is a real account. What the real account says, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. From whom you are receiving? Mahesh. Mahesh is a personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is the giver? Mahesh. What is coming in? Cash. 18. Cash account debtor. 2. Mahesh account. What's the value? 20,000. Being cash received. This is on 18th. On 31st, paid salary. We paid the salary, comes under nominal account. What the nominal account says, debit the losses, credit the gain. When the salary paid is an expenditure, what is going out to cash? Cash is a real account. What the real account says, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. How much goes out? 3,000. So we paid the salary on 31st. Salary account debtor 3,000 to cash account 3,000 being salary paid. Being salary paid. So all depends upon the nominal account. So we have to prepare the three accounts. One is personal, real and nominal. What the personal account says, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account, debit all expense losses, credit all gains and incomes. Hope I have solved 4 problems. One theory, bills of exchange. One depreciation I have solved. Then I classify a made and one journal entry I have passed. So we go through all these problems, which is very important. Only 3 you have to solve. This is very easy now. personal, real, and the classification also easy. Even depreciation also say. Even the format of bills of exchange is also easy. No, we can go through here. In the 5 marks question, we'll get specimen of bills of exchange, specimen of consignment we'll do, and that's all given in the notes. Is separate notes is given, separate stencil sheet is given now about the especially theories considered regarding the problem. Session 1, I have solved 15 marks. You have to answer any 2. In the sections B, I have solved 4 questions. You have to answer any 3. So hope, please sit in the home, work very hard, find out the solution for that, and bring the good name to your parent, bring the good name to your institution. Hope we'll do hard work and we'll get the good marks in the examination. So goodbye, meet you in the next class. Thank you, thank you, thank you once again. Please sit in the home, work hard, bring the good name, and best of luck in the examination is considered. Your examination is on 3rd is there. Please work hard, bring the good name to your institution, good name to your parents. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next session also. So till thank you once again.